Yo, what's up, guys? This is the 6th day of the cut. Today I'm not exercising. Well, I am exercising, I'm doing cardio, but I'm not lifting weights simply because, you need to plan out some rest days. For me, I just think rest is important. It's part of the growth process, part of keeping muscle while I am in a calorie deficit. So I might do some martial arts maybe. And yeah, so a big part of my channel and what I am trying to accomplish by recording myself doing this is that I would like to make fitness more about my general personality and kind of an introspective thought kind of thing. Like, I really don't want it to be as baseline as this is what I'm trying to accomplish, but it's more like, what am I outside of lifting weights? Because I think many people, kind of tether their identity to lifting weights, and for me, it's hard not to, but you need to do that to grow as a person, which is far more important than what you're doing in the gym. So, I'm going to get it started by telling you guys a funny story of something that happened to me. Well, let me start off by saying today I'm going out and drinking with my dad before Christmas Eve. Normally I don't drink, but since it is the holiday, it's almost a necessity. And another thing I was going to say is, I was talking to my cousin and his girlfriend. They are back my cousin's girlfriend is back from the army. And they were talking about fights or something. And there's a funny story that I kind of forgot of the time I wrestled a lady on meth. So, well, I don't know if she was on meth, but she was definitely intoxicated. So I had been coming back from BJJ class, and I was going to Boston for my birthday. And as I was parking, there was a blockade closing off my main road, and she could no longer drive, so she got out of her car barefoot on a cold day in February, kind of like today, like it was 15 degrees. And she had walked up to me and said, "Help, I need help." And I said, "All right, well, I can help you." And then she said, "Somebody's chasing me." And I was like, whoa, no offense here, but you seem kind of out of it, and I don't want you on my property. As respectfully as I could, because I was not understanding of the situation. I just did not want a whole entire situation happening at my house. And she was like, "Oh, well, do you know who I am?" And I was like, "Lady, I just fucking met you. What the hell?" And then she pulls out this ID of this college girl, probably about 23, and it looked nothing like her. This lady is like 300 fucking pounds. She was cracked out of her mind, pretty much, and I was like, "Listen, you need to get the fuck off of my property right the fuck now. What the hell are you talking about?" And as I'm yelling at this lady, my roommate at the time, Eric, yelled out the window, "Hey, is everything all right?" And I said, "Eric, everything's all right. Do not fucking come down here. This lady is fucking crazy." And of course, he's pretty, I don't know. I think he's a pretty empathetic person, so he came down, he tried talking to the lady, and realized very suddenly that she was fucking crazy. I don't remember the exact quotes that went back and forth, because I was talking to the landlord at the time. The landlord, we were talking, trying to contact the police. I forget what Eric was doing, maybe talking to her, and then she beelined it right into the fucking house. And this is the part that I respect. She sat right on my couch, grabbed my cat, and said, "This is my house now." And I was like, all right, I kind of respect that. She just commandeered my house. And I was like, I can handle this situation. And I don't know, maybe, I don't know what the whole entire situation was. But he wanted me to go get my brother, and I went to go get my brother, Nick, and I was like, this guy's not going to fucking help. So I go, and at this time, the only thing that's going in my mind, because she had made her way to the kitchen, is if this lady even goes close to the fucking knives, I'm going to fucking, I don't know, I am going to punch her very hard. Like, that's what I was thinking in my mind. Because, like, at this point, she was no threat. Like, yeah, she was in my house, but she wasn't, like, a threatening presence, if that made sense. Like, there was no indications that she was going to get physical. So I'm like, all right, Nick, you grab her feet, I grab her torso, we'll pull her out of the house and then wait for the authorities to arrive. My brother looks at me with his hands up like this, and I'm like, come on, motherfucker. So I pull her to the door, and then she starts, like, sinking all of her weight down, and she's pretty heavy, so she's, like, sinking there, and then I'm, like, thinking, all right, well, like, I can push her out of the house, but our porch is concrete, so if this lady's under the influence and she's heavy and her head hits that fucking concrete, it could spell major trouble. So I just sat on top of her, you know, in, like, full mount, making sure that she wasn't getting it up and causing an issue. And yeah, at that point she started saying, like, crazy shit. She was calling out the people that weren't there. She was like, Malik Jr. And yeah, it was fucking wild, bro. And then, of course, the officer that was attending the call, apparently this lady was fucking going buck wild. She had tore up like a bunch of yards. She had stolen a bunch of people's identities. That car she was driving was stolen. She was under a police chase. People were looking for her. Yeah, like, I don't know. And, yeah, but the officer that arrived on duty was somebody that I went to BJJ with. And he was like, what the fuck is going on here, Noah? And I was like, listen, man, I have no fucking clue. And yeah, so I just figured that was, like, kind of a funny story. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll fill you in on how the cut's doing. It should be going pretty well. Still waiting to get my total workout plan and comprehensive stuff from the bodybuilder that I know, Dimitri. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys find me interesting enough that you want to subscribe, or maybe positive enough that you would like to subscribe. You know, if not, it's no big deal. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.